want to first start off by stating this. Rest in peace, Nick Blixey, Pop Smoke, and KJ Baller that just recently died 2 days ago. All three of them were Brooklyn rappers. KJ Baller was an upcoming Brooklyn rapper, and Nick Blixey has been around for quite some time. Pop Smoke, you know, of course, he was on his way to greatness. I'm not gonna sit back and lie to you. I mean, I wasn't really a big fan of, you know, all three of them, but at least I knew their work. You know, KJ Baller not so much, but the other two I knew they were, especially Pop Smoke. It's a shame that nowadays rappers are just dying back to back to back to back to back to back to back. And you know, it's crazy because people such as myself and others, you know, we say rest in peace, you know, we do a video on them, and after that, next week, I'm not saying we forget about them, but it's next topic. Matter of fact, even next week is next day. And my question to you out there, for all you young dudes, do you want me to be talking about you? Because that's what YouTubers do. We talk about current events, things that's going on. And it's a shame that we have to continue to talk about dead rappers. Because last time I don't recall any country singers dying the way that rappers die. I don't recall any R&B singers dying the way that rappers die. I don't recall any gospel singers dying the way that rappers die. And it makes no sense. And the reason why we're dying, well, they are dying at an alarming rate, is because of the culture. Hip-hop is a dead culture or death culture. At one point in time, we had hip-hop and it was positive. You know, when I was growing up in the 90s, I hate to say this and continue to say it, but I have to say it. You know, I was growing up in the 90s, we had a balancement, you know. We had, you know, your NWAs, your Kool G Raps, your Mobb Deeps, your Nas's, your Wu-Tang, Kid and Play, Salt and Pepper, KRS-One. You had hardcore hip-hop, and then you had conscious hip-hop. A Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul, Common Sense, formerly known as Common Sense, now is named Common. We had a balance. Nowadays, you don't have that balance. And balancement, excuse me. And nowadays, rap, or rather hip-hop is used against us. It's used as a weapon, a tool for us to self-destruct. And that's what the youth are doing these days. And you're seeing that happen on and on and on again. If it's not a rapper overdosing, ODing, it's a rapper getting shot and killed in the streets. And it makes no sense. I'm just trying to understand, how in the world is it that these rappers getting killed when there's a pandemic and everybody supposedly are quarantined in Brooklyn? I don't understand that. And these kids, they're young men, but they're really kids. 19, 20, 21 years old. Pop Smoke was 19 years old. This guy that just killed, if I'm not mistaken, was 20, 21 years old. Nick Blixey was 20. Young kids. And let me tell you something. I used to live in New York, right? When I used to live in New York, I never forget it. This is when I knew things were changing, right? I never forget it. I was at Broadway Junction Station, right? And I was just about to get on the J train. And if I'm not mistaken, the M train was on the other side. If I'm not mistaken, it was either the M or the Z or something like that, right? And the dude started throwing up signs, right? And I'm looking at him like stupid. This is like the early 90s. And he's like, yo, what's up, da-da-da-da. And I'm sitting here like, what? I'm just really like taken back because I don't understand what he's talking about, right? But then I caught it. I'm like, oh snap, I had on like I never forget it. It was this Fly Tommy Hilfiger shirt, right? It was kind of like made like a military like shirt, right? And it had a pouch right here because I used to put all my, you know, my get high, you know. But anyway, that's a different story. But you know, had a pouch. Tommy Hilfiger had like 5-star General right here. It was hot, but it was all red, right? Come to find out, this dude was a Crip, and he thought I was a Blood. And later on, I met a dude that I was real cool with named Karan. Me and him, we was real tight, you know what I'm saying? And he was a Blood. I think the worst thing that happened to New York is when gangs started to come into existence. Because it's just my opinion. In California, I think that it's more regulated. I think that there's principles and morals, and that you just don't ride up on anybody and do A, B, and C or whatever have you. But once it hit the East Coast, all the principles and morals and everything that would at one point in time the gangs stood for in a positive way, gone. Now it was just about gang banging, putting in that work, and that's it. So now you have all of these young kids running wild, throwing sets, and it's like I'm Blood affiliated, but I'm Treyway, this, that, and so forth, and they throwing up the signs and all the rest of that, and people are killing one another. Young guys are killing one another for no reason, and that's because it is in our culture. And let me tell you something, young kids. Let me tell you something, young adults, specifically men. Let me tell you something. If you got that same dumbass grudge on your shoulders like I did when I was younger, you need to drop it. And that grudge or that type of attitude, I'll say attitude, is you think the world owes you something. You feel entitled to whatever. The world don't owe you nothing. You gotta get out there just like any and everybody else and work hard for what you have or what you wanna get. I'm gonna tell you the same thing that my mom told me, or that another elder told me. The world don't owe you nothing. And you think for a second you wanna have a pity party like my father wasn't there, and I have all of these excuses of why you can't do right. I'm gonna tell you, I was the same way. My father wasn't there. I walked those same shoes you're walking in right now. But I managed to get up off my ass and do something about it. I remember I used to continue to talk about the white man this, the white man that. Let me tell you something. Let me tell all you something. No matter what age you are, the white man is not gonna give you no type of reparations. You keep on asking for something. You keep on asking for something. I'm gonna say it again. You keep on asking for something. You get to the point where you're demanding something. No, you don't do that. You have your own. And true indeed, throughout history, it's been, I'm not gonna lie, it's been consistent. Where we did have our own, such as Tulsa, Oklahoma, and they destroyed it. Where we did have the MOVE movement in Philadelphia, and they dropped a bomb on a whole community. Where we did have Brooklyn and Charlotte, our own community, and they gentrified it. Cherry and Charlotte, they gentrified it, and now that's called Midtown. I understand it, but you cannot. If you say that we're a resilient race and we're strong and we're this and we're that, then guess what? You can't give up. And for all you young men out there that don't have a father figure and you need someone to tell you something that's positive, listen to this video. Listen to it. I understand to a certain extent. I understand that right now hip hop is a deaf culture. But let me tell you something. I had brothers and father figures that I looked up to in hip hop when I was growing up. So I can't comprehend or understand it to a certain extent. I knew about the Illuminati because of Nas. The RZA was talking about that. They were dropping knowledge. They were 5%ers. They got me interested in being in a 5% nation. I found out about Dr. Malachi Z. York twice. Excuse me, 2 ways. One off of Jamaica Avenue, because they used to have a table set up there. They were Ansars wearing all white at that time. They used to have a table up on by the Coliseum off of Jamaica Avenue in Jamaica, Queens. And then the second time is Nas mentioned him because he said, because I walk like Malachi Z, I walk and talk like Malachi Z. York. So I can't relate. We had our rappers, they were dropping knowledge. Yeah, true indeed, they was talking about guns, drugs, and all the rest of that stuff that y'all talked about, but they also dropped knowledge. We at least had, every rapper at least had one positive, that's my word, That's my word. Had at least one positive song on their record, on their album. A positive song, and the second one was a girl song about women. In respect to women, not disrespectful. But I'm here to tell you, nobody owes you nothing. Nothing. If you're waiting for Jay-Z, if you're waiting for somebody to come and save you or help you out, I seen this little like cut on Instagram when this grown ass man asked Jay-Z, why are you not buying out Marcy Projects to help out the people that's dead and blah 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 blah. Now taking heat, Jay-Z gave a very intelligent answer. But overall, nobody owes you anything. That's that man's money. You make your own. That's the problem with us. That's the reason why we're on the bottom of the totem pole, because we think the world owes us something, and to a certain degree, it does. We've been here working for free for over 400 years as a slave. But I'm here to tell you, they're not going to give you any type of reparations. Nobody's going to give you anything. And nobody's going to help you unless you help yourself. Period. I'm here to tell you, young man, that gangbanging is not gonna get you anywhere but in dead or in jail. Period. I'm telling you, that's my word. I'm telling you, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being real with you. I'm not trying to be non-emotional. I'm being real with you. But, yo, do you want me to do a video on you? Because I will. If your name is Little Tuba, and Little Tuba, you got shot and killed in Brooklyn, or let's just say Atlanta, and you had a couple of followers and people will know you and all the rest of that stuff, guess what? I'm gonna be on YouTube tomorrow, guaranteed, as well as every other YouTuber, saying Little Tuba got shot and killed. Do you want to be that? Do you want to be that talk, that conversation? Because I'm telling you, that conversation doesn't last for so long. Period. Because life moves on. Stay alive. Stay alive. And get you a plan. There's no reason on the earth right now why y'all young people are killing each other, because y'all got too many goddamn opportunities. And that's the truth. There's no reason why you all are acting the way that you act. Why? Because I can get I can get online right now and Google how to tie a tie, how to talk, what to be prepared for when going into an interview, how to treat a woman. You can ask so many questions. Like, that's my word. Online, no question is dumb. And don't y'all tell me you don't have access to the internet, because that's a lie. Y'all got $700, $800 phones. You choose to be where you're at. I'm going to tell you again, it's your choice. So whatever happens to you, if you get popped in the head tomorrow, you best believe it's your fault. My name is Langston 2092. Like, comment, subscribe, and definitely share this video.